And so, I mean, if that can be, work out something on that basis, that would really be, because, and since morning we have heard that this region, the SAFA region, is blessed with talent and intellect. And so far so we have been exporting the people from the region. And this is the need of the time, that rather than the exporting of people, I mean, we develop the expertise within the region and in respective countries, and then we export the services. India has some successful experience in this regard, and we also are working on that basis. So my point is that how within the SAFA region, I mean, we can have the exchange of knowledge, experience for the, to produce better professional accountants within the region.
Thank you very much. Before we just open the floor to question and answer, sorry.
In addition to that, ICAP President has mentioned about this membership. I deliberately concealed our membership. Today our membership is about 173,000. 1,73,000 members. With the student strength about 700,000. So that is a very big work is going on for this, our curriculum revision, training program change, and there is another area for relating to, we are fully focusing on IT training for our students. There will be a compulsory training program for our students to undergo, minimum 100 hours to maximum they can take whatever they want like. So information technology is the core area. We are completely propagating that information technology training program for our students. And we have established about more than 150 labs throughout the country. We have about 126 branches throughout the country. We are focusing on IT training for our. Then second is relating to members. Member side also, that we have introduced this diploma course called Information System Audit, which is equal to that CISA, which we have our own way, we have developed everything. And we are training our members at least about every 6 months once. We are adding at least about 700 members are joining this course, and they are passing these examinations. That is a very continuous program we are organizing, continuous training programs we are organizing. Information technology is a very important tool in the hands of the professionals to use it to become a very strong knowledge economy professionals. That's just I would like to share with you.
Thank you. I'm glad you have the mic in your hand, because the question I had was for you before we open it up. You talked about moving from reactive compliance to proactive compliance. Could you just say a little bit more about that? Because I think that's a really, really important area for not just good corporate governance, but even in the areas of CSR that we've been talking about.
Exactly. Exactly that now this in India, that Companies Act, they are completely revamping. There is a requirement of the qualification for the independent directors in the case of a board of directors appointment. There will be an audit rotation of an audit firms. As on today, we are keeping this only the audit partners rotation in India. The company's bill, now the new company's bill is propagating for a rotation of an auditors. Voluntary compliance with all the corporate governance guidelines issued by the institute, by the government, now it's going to be mandatory. The requirement of 2% of their profit has to go for CSR activity from the corporate side. Otherwise, if there is no law, nobody is compliant with the corporate social responsibility. The corporates are using their entire national wealth, though there is a very restricted manner to have a factory, but they are using the national wealth. There will be a responsibility and there will be an accountability to the nation. They have to spend some money towards the social responsibility. That's company's bill. We, the Indian Chartered Accountant Institute, is fully focusing on corporate social responsibility to be implemented in a very focused manner. Environmental audit is a very important area which we are focusing on that. See, there are a number of areas where we are making a proactive measures for bringing out our own role before the government to taking the good policies from the government side. Good governance, good policies will be very important or to be considered for an economic growth. Today, our Indian economy is growing about 8% GDP that we are expecting. Now, we are expecting another 12%. We are expecting a 12% growth in the very few years' time. There is a complete liberalization, complete investments from foreign direct investment, Recently, the government has approved $7.2 billion of foreign direct investment in India. So we, the professional, has to make a proactive role instead of just like giving an audit reports as usual manner, whatever the documents produced by that. So now recently the government, about a week back, I received an order from the government, maybe a suggestion from our side. Whenever an audit conducted by the accounting firms and the statutory auditors duty bound to disclose to the government separate report called in case if there is any dishonesty, any money laundering, anything is taking place, immediately there will be within 30 days a chartered accountants report, statutory audit report to separately to the government for an initiative action on this. So all these things are coming. Even we have introduced the Know Your Client, the concept to all our members. Mandatorily they have to identify Know Your Clients. Before engaging a client, we have to verify the antecedents of the clients, get the details, then you engage. It may be a domestic, it may be a foreign client. So all these things we are putting, there will be a proactive measures from our side for these compliances.
May I add, Coordinator? In addition to what our President of CA Institute has said, very recently, perhaps I think in the first week of July, the Ministry of Corporate Affairs has brought out an excellent voluntary guideline on how to run a responsible business. So it's a voluntary guideline called Socially, Economically and Environmentally Running a Responsible Business. It's a principle-based document, but on a voluntary basis, comply or explain basis. Beautifully, they have brought out the principles of an environmental responsible business, socially responsible business, and bottom line related principles. And this guidelines is now going to be further amplified through an implementation guideline, how to go about and incorporating or embedding this inside the business processes. Now the best part of this, these guidelines were forwarded by us to the IFAC, and the IFAC now says this is perfectly exactly what we are going to say in the Integrated Reporting Committee, and this is going to be, already is getting in as an input in the exposure draft which is coming from the Integrated Reporting, and that is the communication they have given to us. So this very proactive step taken by the Ministry of Corporate Affairs is going to be a landmark from our region for running responsible business. In tune with this, from our institute we have brought out 2 management accounting guidelines as to how to incorporate environmental factors in the internal decision-making process of an entity, not relating to reporting, the internal decision-making process of an entity. And looking at this richness of these guidelines, the Ministry of Environment and Forest has made the ICW as a strategic partner with the ministry to converge it with their corporate environmental policy guidelines. So these are all some of the proactive measures which are going on in the country for bringing a responsible culture in managing business.
It's fantastic. It's very commendable.
And
We're open to...
One more
Sorry,
information I would like to share
Sure.
with the members. See, in fact, I'm the presiding officer for all the disciplinary committee works in our institute in the last 2 years. Maybe I'm in the disciplinary committee of our ICA in the last 5 years. I'm working in a different capacity. And we have seen that number of issues before us because of these stakeholders. Many stakeholders giving number of complaints. The expectation gap between the profession as well as the society is totally widening nowadays. So that there is a voluntarily we have taken, as on today, maybe in many countries, many accounting bodies, a system, any partner may be responsible for any of this misconduct. In case even if it is a firm committed a mistake or a misconduct, only a partner is responsible for it. We voluntarily informed to the government to amend our Chartered Accountants Act so that even a firm can be responsible for that. Not only a single partner, entire firm can be responsible, and we have given our input to the government, we have given our suggestion to the government, amend the Act, Chartered Accountants Act, take action on the firms also. So that certain level of firms can be closed down, in case if there is anything is required to be taken, any action from ICA, to create a confidence in the minds of the stakeholders as well as the regulators. That is the one we have taken.
Very good. Can we open the floor to questions, please, if you have for the distinguished panel? Hand up right here. And please introduce yourself and who are you directing the question to?
Assalamu alaikum and good afternoon. My name is Danish Patel and I've started my own firm under the name and style of Danish Patel & Co here in Pakistan. My question first to Mr. Saqib Masood. being the president of the institute and representing one of the big four firms, what steps have you taken to foster or to encourage